Welcome back. This is Tua Talk. I'm your host, Eli. And today, it might be a little less structured than normal shows, but I just really want to try and talk about getting into the media hate around Tua, and I really just don't understand it. I really don't. And I say I really don't understand it, and I'm going to be talking about potential reasons that it might be happening. So maybe I do understand it, but it's really not fair. It doesn't make sense in every way. There's some instances where it's like, all right, they might be pulling from here, but it's just not fair. And let's just talk about a few possibilities. Let's just try and dissect this a little bit. Not too seriously, not digging into all these specific tweets and everything, or instances, whatever, but, nonetheless, why does the media love talking down on Tua, acting like Miami should already be looking ahead at, a replacement, mocking us to, draft a quarterback just weeks ago, and then, some of them trying to switch it up, all that shit. I don't care if it's, ESPN saying, all right, you gotta take this side, this side, so we can have debates, all that shit. Or if it's really, quote unquote analysts out there, who have, in some cases, the same knowledge that you listening may, but I just don't get it. Like, for example, all right, Sam Darnold. For some reason, a lot of the national media seems to love this guy. Seems to say, oh, yeah, he needs to be in a better situation. Let's get playmakers around him, offensive line, good coach, all that shit, whatever. And, he had turnover issues in college. I never liked Sam Darnold. Let me just say that right here. I never liked him. Turnover issues in college. I don't like quarterbacks who have that problem. It's really hard for me to get behind those quarterbacks. Excuse me. Because in most cases, you have that issue in college. You're going to bring it to the NFL. You're going to carry it with you. Turnover issues are hard to correct like that. It's not that simple. Most of the time it doesn't work out. And yet we're how many years into Sam Darnold's career and people still think, oh, yeah, no, he's going to be good, whatever. I think Carolina overpaid trading for him. I feel bad for Carolina fans, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for their players. And, with all this said, I hope he succeeds there. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on him, say I want him to fail. I just never saw it with the Jets. Didn't see it in college. And I don't think it's going to happen. I would love for him to prove me wrong because I'm not trying to push extra hate in this world. But like I said, I feel bad for Carolina fans. I have a friend who's a Panthers fan. I reached out to him. I said, I know how you feel. I really do. Because when the Dolphins traded for Josh Rosen, I felt the same exact way. You're giving up high draft capital for a guy who's just a guy. He's a jag, He's not going to elevate your franchise like you want. If you ask most people, more than likely, but people don't know shit no matter, all right, fuck that. More likely than not, I'm just going to say it, my opinion, my thoughts. Carolina's going to be drafting a quarterback in the next 2 to 3 years. After making the Sam Darnold move, do you really think they're not? It's like when the Dolphins did Josh Rosen. Did we really think, oh, okay, well, we got Josh Rosen now. It was still more than 50% chance likely that we were going to be drafting a quarterback, which we did. We got Tua. And it's like, I get it. I get it to a degree that you're giving up, while it is high draft capital, all right, second rounder, and for Carolina, added extra picks as well. You have a small chance that, all right, you bring this guy in the organization, you fix his issues, and boom, you get the quarterback of the future, a guy you can build around, or a guy who can be just enough for your team, just enough, a Ryan Tannehill. And no disrespect to him, but, a guy who's not going to necessarily transcend the team, but you can build around, cater to his strengths, and, put out a good product. And, get that without paying a first round pick plus, without paying future first rounders and doing all that. So from that side, I don't hate it looking at it like that. But look at the guy you're trading for. I'm not giving up high picks for a guy where it's like 10%, 20%, whatever chance likely for that to happen. I'd rather use those picks, say in the draft, to try and get, a good player at a different position, whatever that may be. I'd rather get a stud guard, stud linebacker, whatever. And obviously drafting's not that easy. Or trade those picks for other players at skill positions that are devalued. Nowadays you see DeAndre Hopkins went for a second rounder. You can get a wide receiver, an aging vet cornerback, linebacker. You can get these aging vets who are going to produce for the draft capital, So I think that's another side of it. But back to the main point. Let me get off this tangent. Sam Darnold. All right, all the turnover problems in college brings those issues to the NFL, and it's like, oh, no. He wears a Jets uniform. Okay. He wears a Jets uniform, so it's the Jets. And that's not to say, I disagree completely. Didn't have a great line, didn't have great weapons. Adam Gase was his coach. But, we had Adam Gase in Miami. He brought us to the playoffs the one season. Did he bring us to the playoffs, or was it the O-line, Jay Ajayi? Shout out to Jay Ajayi. But, I don't know. I feel like that's a really lazy argument. I feel like just saying that and being done with it is lazy, and I feel like that's what a lot of fans, a lot of analysts are doing. Maybe it's not lazy. Maybe it's hopeful. Maybe it's hoping that Sam turns it around. But my main thought here is, Sam, with all his turnovers in college to the NFL, still has more, I'd say more than most, national media and whoever, rooting for him and saying, they want him to succeed. They think he's going to succeed in Carolina, that they think all these teams should be trading for him. That they think, the 49ers should have went for him, Broncos, whoever, Bears, whatever. But Tua didn't have any such turnover issues in college, He was a dog in college. He was getting it done. He was, he was amazing. He was great. That's the word we'll use. He was great in college. It wasn't, he's flashed in college. He's shown this and that, but he has turnover issues. No, Tua was straight up great. And one season in, mediocre season, showing flashes and also showing, really, really low lows and, flashes like the Arizona game, like I'm talking about. But yet, Sam Darnold's made, 4 or 5 years, of just flashes and potential. And, seeing Tua for a little bit over half a year and having it be potential and flashes, and people are ready to be done with him. National media is killing them, people just destroying Tua. Why are you talking down like the Dolphins are really going to give up after not even a full season? After, Chan Gailey, who, I don't think was a bad hire, but you see that offense was different with Tua than Fitz, as it should have been in a way, because it makes sense. He has the experience with Fitz, he knows Fitz, but if you're bringing in Tua, you should have an offense prepared, tailor-made around him. So that's one issue, I think, with how the Dolphins went about it. I don't think they seemed fully ready, with that, or he was fully ready, so it shouldn't have went down how it did. But regardless, you have a little bit less than a season of Tua, and you don't see all that you want, but you haven't seen all you want from this other guy his whole damn career, yet he should be going for first-round picks, this and that, all these teams should be trading for him, whatever. And I really haven't heard much about him ever since Carolina got him. I feel like the media got bored, or they're like, all right, we're done with that. We're done hyping him up. So the Jets would, get some good capital for him. I don't know if they're all Jets fans trying to drive up the price, whatever. And good for the Jets getting that back for, getting it back for Darnold. I mean, I still think they're going to mess up drafting Zach Wilson, who's looking like Drew Lock 2.0 to me. I mean, I hope. That's the thing, like, I don't want to hate on someone personally or say, I hope you don't succeed. So, for Zach Wilson, if he's a Jet, I'm not going to root for a Jet being a Dolphins fan, but let's just say I hope our defense plays amazing every week against Zach Wilson. And, if he's good, if he's not, it's not going to matter because our defense is just going to shut him down. That's what I hope. That's what I hope every time our defense steps on the field, no matter who we're playing, So I feel like they should be going for Justin Fields. I'll be happy with them taking Zach Wilson. And anyway, back to Tua, I don't understand why they love to hate him. I don't know if it's because he's, more humble, he's not like all out, flashy, whatever. But none of these quarterbacks really are. I don't know. Tua just seems more mature. He seems like he's just working hard. He's doing what he should be doing, and he's getting crucified nonetheless. And I don't know what it is about, he's an Alabama quarterback. They never work out in the NFL. That shit is lazier than what I was saying about, Sam Darnold was a Jet. Like the jersey and the logo is really contributing to how a player performs, how a player goes about their business, how they study and improve, the work they're putting in, that really has to do with it. So if they're hating on Tua because he's a quarterback out of Alabama, where's all this hate? Where is all this energy with Mac Jones right now, who's being hyped up to incredible levels? Crazy levels right now. It's insane. If San Francisco really traded up to 3 to take him, I'll be shocked. Where's the same energy for Mac? I just don't get it. Why is Tua getting all this hate? Just why? I don't get it. Is that the thing with the media? They just love to... Maybe it's just a media thing. Maybe it's more interesting to talk down on a guy for him. To say, I don't know, maybe Miami should be looking with this pick to draft a quarterback. I don't know if they really believe in Tua. Maybe they should do this. Rather than say, okay, I think Miami's doing good. I think they're building good for their future. They got a good defense. They're going to build up this offense now, and hopefully they put it together. Is that boring? Is it a Dolphins thing? That's so Dolphins? Is that it? That could make a little sense. People just not trusting the Dolphins. So the first time something goes a little bit off course, the first time something's not perfect, the fact that Tua didn't look like, a 5-star, first team all-star, his rookie season, is that when they say, oh, wait, it's the Dolphins. It's the Dolphins. Tua doesn't look great. Ugh. This will be, this makes sense. It's the Dolphins. This always happens to them. It's the Dolphins. Dolphins this, Dolphins that. Is that it? I just feel like the media's gotten lazy. And they've just stuck to these, I don't know. I feel like the media's gotten lazy and to the point where they're always going to be behind if they keep following this, way. They keep saying, oh, he was a Jet. He couldn't succeed there. He needs to go somewhere else, Oh, it's the Dolphins. They haven't done this for that long. I feel like you're just going to always get caught with your tail between your legs like that. Like, you're always going to be saying this dumb shit with no real foundation, just the laziest arguments, and when you're wrong, when you get proved wrong inevitably by whatever situation, you just have nothing. You don't have any logic. You don't have anything there to, hold you up. So, I don't know. that's why I love the media and the media members, local, national, whoever, who, stay true to Tua and, who haven't changed course. My favorite Miami Dolphins media member, Omar Kelly, staying true with Tua. He wanted Tua, got Tua. 2 to 3 years, he thinks he'll be top 10, top 15, whatever. And that's not, I don't know exactly what Omar said. I don't want to misquote him. But all I'm saying is that he's stayed true. And, I feel like the media needs to too. And I don't know if that's, big ESPN, Disney behind them saying, you gotta say this, you gotta say that. Or if they're really just that lazy and that's stupid. So, I just don't see why Tua's getting the hate he's getting. If you guys know, please let me know. This went a little, oh gosh. This went a little longer than I was expecting. I don't want to keep, just rambling, ranting about this. I'd rather talk about something a little more positive, a little more interesting. So, just reach out to me. Let me know why you guys think there's all this hate nationally on Tua. Why do people think he can't succeed? Is it the laziness about him being from Alabama? Is it that they need to see it to believe it? Rookie year, like, they're just going to have to wait and then they'll say it? Like, you guys can't predict. You guys can't look ahead. That's what you guys are doing with all these drafts prospects. This is what you guys are doing with other players like Sam Darnold. Like, I don't know. Is it because he's a Dolphin? Does the national media still hate the Dolphins that much? Because it seemed like last season they were starting to come around a little bit. They were starting to come around. And I don't know if, putting in Tua for Fitz just soured them. And they're just like, But, Dolphins hype train, we were on. Let's skirt off, We can't do this anymore. So, I don't know, guys. If you know, just let me know. And, thanks for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little therapy session for me about Tua. And, just reach out to me if you guys have any ideas or want to talk about this further. And thanks for watching for Tua Talk. This is Eli. I'll see you in the next one.